Testing. Then are you hearing me?
Yep. All right.
Hold on 1 second. I heard you double up again. Give me one more sound check.
I hear because of the space and the restream. So
Yeah. I think I just fixed it. Sure. One more time.
Yeah,
I can't hear you double anymore.
Yeah, I'll go on my side too. Yeah.
All right, perfect. Let me see, where is she? Let's try this. All right, everybody. Sorry about the gap. Sorry about the pause. Just trying to sort out the sound, so we're having issues again. And it's not quite working with me. So bear with me one moment.
Give me a second.
All right, testing again. If anybody can hear me, anybody want to get in early, send a speaker request. Help me check my sound and you get a quick conversation in. Anything you want to talk about in the stock market, anything like that, it's a great chance for you to do it. Just send a speaking request, please.
Wait, stop.
No, I can still hear you. I'll
Oh,
hearing
okay.
you double up again. One more time, are you hearing me, Danai?
Yep. Oh, good.
All right. And I'm not sure what's happening, but Shay should be on in a second. I think Shay, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Right. Hi, yeah, evening. I'm hearing you
Yeah, hold on.
twice.
Excellent.
Twice. Everybody, welcome to the early warm. Shay and Danai, if you guys can talk for 1 second while I figure out.
So welcome to technical difficulties.
I'll have to figure out the sound here.
Do be like that sometimes.
Yes. All right, Danai, Shay, still hearing me? No. Anybody hearing me?
Mr. Andy?
Okay, great.
Okay, yeah, man. It's sound coming through good.
All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the talk. Or as Danai said, well, technical difficulties. It's just a chill chat about the market. Anything you guys want to talk about, anything on top of your mind as usual. And of course, as always, give the heads up that you should not buy or sell anything that we talk about on the show just because we're talking about on the show, all right? We call the investment decisions with the help of a licensed investment advisor. And Dana is the only one on the show. And while he's on the show, he's not acting as an investment advisor. So with that said, hi, welcome. How are you guys doing?
All good, bro. All good. I missed most of the market today. Well, all of the market today. I was on the road with no
good.
internet working.
Good on my side.
Yeah.
I feel like
to see
you
quite a
guys
few
hearing me?
surprises.
Yeah, man, we're hearing you, Shay.
Excellent.
You're hearing this shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Shay. You were saying.
Well, I was kind of just checking if you guys were hearing me, and yeah, everything is good. Oh no, I have a delay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think my thing being slow. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know if the internet god's working with us this week. But having said that, sorry,
man plans internet labs.
right? So I'm not going to stress it because I wanted to do the video stream too, but I don't know.
Wait, Shay video working?
I don't know. I don't think so. And I also can't. I still hearing you guys twice, so I need to keep it on Twitter just for now.
All right.
Maybe that will help.
Once more.
Okay, yeah, Shay. We lost you for a second.
Okay. Yeah. No, I left and came back because I was having that ridiculously long delay. That happens sometimes.
All right, I think maybe all of us having a
A rough day on
run
the
today.
internet.
Yeah.
Yep. But I think we're okay now with my audio. I think my audio is okay now.
Yeah, it should be. You guys hearing me again?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm hearing you now.
Yeah.
All right, so
I
yeah,
think
Alvin, I kind of missed that part.
I missed the market today. I was on the road,
Oh,
and
man,
then
I
I
hate
came
those
back home
days.
to see
Yeah, I know.
quite a few things
Yeah.
happened. Not necessarily market in terms of trading or whatever, or
Mm-hmm.
like a news.
Yeah.
So week on working. It's funny, and I see you what you were saying to us earlier. Shay, I was
Mm-hmm.
like myself. I was like, oh,
Yeah. Big up Wington.
Yeah.
so expansion plans
Mm-hmm.
coming into full.
Yep. Yeah.
For everybody who missed it, what's the expansion plans?
They how you say
Solar
what they call
project.
it? They signed up with Mayberry.
Mm-hmm.
The fact
Progress.
sign the thing with Mayberry for the agreement. Enter the agreement for a thing there for financial advisory service or intra
Mm-hmm.
brokerage. So they raise some money for 2 utility scale solar projects. They say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A step in the right direction. And maybe offer is usually a good offer.
I hope so. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, me I really I hope say.
Say
Really I hope say.
the three dreaded letters, eh?
Mhm.
Yeah, well, they can do it otherwise, but let's see.
Yeah, so I am hoping that maybe it does not go that route. Um, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see soon.
but I mean, realistically, for where they might go, I think more likely you think it is that it's just going to be a bond or a set of bonds.
Yeah, that's how I
Now,
think. That's what
bond,
I think. But
bond,
I'm doing for being
bond is
hopeful.
where I went
I think it's a
first.
bond.
Me too.
I'm hoping that it's a bond.
Which
I think bond. I really do.
I mean, we've
I
spoken
really think
about it
bond.
over the years, and funny thing is, when we first spoke about it, bond market was pretty much. I don't know, before there was a bond market. Now there is a proper bond market.
Yeah.
So it's there, and Mayberry has the most experience with the bond market. I mean, they've listed things, they've had things mature, and they've relisted, they've refinanced. So it's like enough, of course. Yeah. So no touching the bond market. And DM has touched it and Barita has touched it. And my assumption is that, a debt raise by Wigton probably try and get everybody on board. So big bond, big raise.
big bond, big raise, and big money in the sun. So it in there. It's the if you do a bond. It's funny. I remember us having a conversation with Sir Berry. I don't know if it's exactly Wigton, but I remember him saying something about we do a bond and we have to pay for it before the thing comes online because it's a bond, the debt, isn't it? They borrow the money and they take the bleed or the debt payments before the thing is built and whatever. So yeah, that sounds bad when you say it like that, right? But to me, it's a staggered effect of so it look worse before it looks good. I mean, depends however they do it, right? It could be delayed payments kind of situation or whatever. But it's the kind of thing where similar to Transamaker back in the day when we pay the bond and the thing not necessarily online yet, meaning the money not coming through exactly yet, and then there's going to come a point where all right, cool, the thing is built, everything ready, the payments still coming, but then the revenue is coming as well. So yeah, it's the kind of thing where if it goes like that, it's it can be we start making less money for those not in the know, or those just not necessarily looking at it from a perspective like that, and then suddenly one day, hey, the profits are bigger, and that can be a really good thing.
In this case, I think in this case, not only the profits are a big thing, but the profits are somewhat predictable and so.
Go again?
Like it's somewhat predictable because we know what it is that they're using for.
My headphone.
Yeah, so there's a sizing to that thing. We know that they got the contract to build like an expansion of the power delivered to JPS.
Yep.
Yeah, Bridging on mine, fan of the show, always mention that the real money in JPS is on the generation side.
Yes. Actually, I had a conversation this week. So when I saw this, I was laughing to myself. I was like, I hope the person that was having a conversation with me was seen it. Because they sent me some article about poor project that looking for funding in Jamaica, and the person said could have been JPS. And he said, don't they have the money? I explained to you work at that, JPS not really sit down and do it exactly. Yeah, they have some, but where we're going right now is somebody does it and they supply it to JPS, and the separation between generation and things. So if you look at it properly, and then I see this come out. But French energy firm secures Jamaica land for utility scale solar and hydrogen project.
Word.
Yeah.
I
saw that in the group.
Yeah, my system iffy, so let me see if I can find it. French, so the name's the French
HDF Energy.
entity.
French Renewable Energy Company, HDF Energy.
HDF Energy.
I found it interesting that they're using the same utility scale word though, eh?
Yeah.
I'm sure that's not accidental.
Actually, the French one is the one I saw first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I saw this and I had a conversation around it, and then I see this come out today. So I was like, hey.
Yeah.
And guys, expression of interests from qualified organizations. So let's see how this story develops.
I guess they're putting their foot in the ring for the next set of power that the government.
Yeah.
For our power needs.
Yep.
Yeah, they're ramping up heavy power needs, so I wonder why.
Things are move. All over.
Yeah.
I even heard today. It's just more investments on the Portmore side. The government saying that, committing $5 billion or so more. I don't know if it's news, but it says it's $5 billion. I think is the thing they say. I was in the background, I was in a restaurant, but it's a thing there. $5 billion to upgrading Portmore infrastructure. I don't know if it's old news or news. You get me? Well,
yeah, that sounds.
Here it is, and you know all that's happening on that side. Also, infrastructure work generally, Portmore came on us, so
it's a direct signal that all of the fundamentals crowd supposed to be very happy whenever they hear that. That direct signals dot.
The real fundamentals crowd.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, and even the people who are Cygnus fans, which Cygnus have a lot of fans, but I don't know if they follow it up like this to realize how much of a Cygnus that might be. I'd have to see, though. I don't want to assume what the dot actually is. Portmore, $5 billion. Sound interesting. Yeah, actually sounds very interesting. Very, very interesting. One of the interesting things I saw this week, well, maybe we'll leave that if I want to say it, but it's, I guess halfway there. The Dolphin Cove stuff. I mean, I saw quite a few things, but the Dolphin Cove stuff, Dolphin Cove put out there. Was it this week that put out, or did we talk about it last week?
I don't think we talked about it, but I think it happened last week.
What's it that we're talking about?
Well, there was the whole, oh, we don't know anything about that. We never heard anything like that before. And then there was, oh, yeah, I read something.
Of the
sale.
The sale, okay. Of the majority shareholding. Yeah.
Wait, what's that exactly? I remember that.
That's what I was asking.
Oh, wait. Let me pull up the actual something.
Oh, which company? Which company? I missed it.
Dolphin Cove.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So I was right. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's the part you missed. Cool. Let me see. Let's go back. Blah, 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 blah. Market notification. Oh, yeah, that was last week.
What was it?
Because this was in July. All right, so on July 3 was the first thing. Oh, no, that wasn't the first thing. So that was the second thing. So where was the one before? When was that? Huh, I'm not seeing that. Where did I see that before?
You mean the first notice about them not knowing?
Yeah.
Or them not being aware of it. I mean, you check my money, it must be in there. Yeah.
Okay.
In the news right there on Deco's page about them not knowing.
The independent director or something.
Yeah, the independent director's not knowing anything about
the
buyout.
Yeah, so that was the first one.
What was the second one? You can tell people that one.
All right. And then the second one was on July 3. And that one was saying the Cove advises that its board of directors has been made aware of a proposed share purchase agreement or similar arrangement involving the ordinary shares in the company held by World of Dolphins Incorporated. So that was the second thing that came out, and that was July 3. I didn't even really realize that it was that long ago. Because that was, 3 weeks ago? Does not seem like it's been that long, but okay.
The second, let me cut it.
All right.
And so what exactly are they saying there?
Hold on. So I'm reading the second part. The company's... Oh, yeah. This is the one I was thinking about. So it was in fact the one where the company is not a party to any such agreement or similar arrangement. And as at the date of this notification on July 3, the independent directors are not aware that a binding and effective agreement has been entered into by or on behalf of World of Dolphins. So that was in fact the first one. July 3.
And then July 13th.
So July 13 was the second. Was the second one.
And the July 13th one is them saying that they have.
Yes. On Friday, July 10th, the directors of Dolphin Cove Limited were advised by World of Dolphins Inc. attorneys that World of Dolphins, the company's majority shareholder, has entered into a share purchase agreement dated 9th of July 2026 to sell all of its shares in the company to Global Attractions Limited, a company incorporated in St. Lucia. 79.99%.
Yeah.
Subject to certain conditions. Purchaser intends to comply with all JC rules, that stuff.
Yeah.
Purchaser will have within 30 days of the date it acquires control to make a follow-up mandatory offer to the shareholders of Dolphin Cove Limited to purchase their Dolphin Cove shares in accordance with the Securities, Takeovers and Mergers regulations.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The funny thing about that is like if you understand the rules a lot,
Mhm.
like the first one is a waste of time. The second one is
Right?
beneficial. So to me,
I like
this,
that they did it though.
what the first one?
Yeah, man.
Why why you like it?
Yeah, man. Tell me, man. Tell me about it.
Well,
You know,
Because
they have
from
to, right?
I see you from your come and say, oh, I don't know anything about that. In my head, that legitimizes it for me.
Lie.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so even if I did hear somebody random talking about them here, say this and that, once them come on JC News and say, oh, we don't know that about that, them just legitimize it for me.
Yeah. Well, I'd said at the time that the same thing, like I think is a lie too, but they say like they use a very careful language in the 1st notice, right? They talk about it. Like
Very
you understand
careful.
it, like the company is not a party to any such thing. Of course not. The company can't buy its own shares. Well, I shouldn't say can't, it can, but
Yeah,
literally in
but
just
yeah.
very limited circumstances. And the company is not buying 80% of its shares.
We're not doing that.
Yeah. Then it
I
switched the
loved how
language.
it was worded.
Yeah, very carefully in the midlight to say the independent directors aren't aware of it.
Yes, I love how it was worded. Just beautiful, man.
Yeah, which implies then that the non-independent directors are very much aware. There's more news
I
coming
thought
out
that
about
was
it
really
though.
cool. To be
Yeah.
honest, I would not have picked up what I picked up without you. It's just because of how you basically go about these notices and have gone about them. Like when we go through them in a girl and everything there. Where I like, so when I read a notice now, it's probably not what a random person might get from the notice.
Right. I'm happy to hear that because I hope.
So big up Randy. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to hear that because I always feel like they're done. Like I noticed like this, I think in some ways it's done just to trick people.
Exactly. So it's face value. If you take a lot of the notices at face value, you don't really get nothing from it.
Yeah.
In fact, you can read it and it just pass and you don't even think it matters much.
Sometimes I have the feeling, what was the point of the tricking here? Okay. Generally, but like sometimes, like where are tricking? Where the tricking going? You get me? Sometimes,
yeah, I feel that way too. So I have thoughts around this. So like the first one, my assumption is that the company is required a notice, and they're fulfilling. How does it start off? How does it start off? Not the second one, the very first one.
The second one, the first one. Let me see if I find it. How can they close it?
Starts off with the company advises that its board of directors has been made aware of a proposed share purchase agreement. I think
I didn't realize that it was the right one.
Yeah.
Until I got
the one
to the
from July
part.
3rd, not 13. Yeah. So I think that section there at least is one part of the required thing that they have to make you aware under the market rules. You have to make the board has to put out a notice if it receives an offer that would be material to its ownership, to the company ownership. And so I think they said that, and then they cover themselves by making sure that they say that the independent directors aren't aware of it. It baffles me how effective something like that is. Like just that word will trick a lot of people, especially
I was
people.
dying laughing when I saw it.
Yeah, man. But further to that though, Dana, like you mentioned, like what's the point of the delay or the trick or whatever?
Mhm.
Yeah, I wonder about that. I wonder about that also. Like why the 3-step to me says that they're not 100% where they would want to be.
Mhm.
Yeah, there is some threat.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is some threat. Yeah, so it made me search. It got me searching, and there is some threat, of course. Which I then wonder like why include the company, because again the company can't buy its own shares, right? So if there's some threat, let the threat get cleared up and then involve the company. But on the flip side, if you've received the share purchase agreement, you've received the share
Just
purchase
receive it.
agreement.
That's how you go.
Yeah, you have to do the notification.
Mhm.
You should do the notification, I should say. Yeah. What do you think that I hear you laughing?
Yeah, it says should versus have to. They're very different things. Well, yeah, the thought from my side is, I thought is this counter to what somebody else's wants were.
What do you mean?
Meaning, so it's this did this come about? So the offer being made out about to the current top owners, is it that would this have been the only offer, something like that? Like, oh, maybe somebody else wanted. That's probably closer to the company too. Wanted to do something there. I don't know.
That's a good point. I don't know. I think because I'm so close to it. I'm not close to it like that, but because I've been following it up for so long. Yeah, to me, it's how I would put it. To me, it's indicative of, like I say, something else happening that might be affecting the initial, the overall move of that 79%, 79.99%. Because it is a bankruptcy thing, right? A bankruptcy thing. And so, yeah, I dug into it, and I do think that they have some stumbling blocks. So I didn't know how much I don't know how much context to give. I mean, I'm sure news will come out like by within the week. But yeah, I think that they have some stumbling blocks that I don't know how they're going to handle it. But Dolphin Cove is still Dolphin Cove. Dolphin Cove is still doing great.
So
yeah,
that's their opportunity, you see.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So the stumbling block is somebody else's stepping stone.
Indeed.
Yeah, I saw this week it sold down
to 9
yesterday. Yeah, to 9. After being so heavily controlled by the you would say, after being so heavily bookended by broker linked orders. Yeah, after being so heavily bookended, which I think was in prep for the buyout. They've been doing that for months now, maybe 6 months now. Use my money, JA, you can see that, but I don't know how they're going to get over it. We'll see. If anybody cares about Dolphin Cove and jump on, send a speaking request. We can talk about it in greater detail. Outside of that, though, I mean, it is what it is.
Quite so.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe overshadowed by the biggest news on the market this week. What do you guys think? Like, where would you guys put the JBG news?
Well,
I mean, it is big. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
Would it be anything? Would anything else be bigger? I don't think so for real.
Yeah, probably not.
No.
Family company.
It's a big one. Yo, remember when me grew and see the man there on that's something there. Advertisement.
I remember when the family shares were bought by the trust. Remember that, Andy?
Yeah, that was how many years ago?
So big up Mayberry.
Yeah. How many years ago was that?
Quite a while.
Pre-COVID?
Pre-COVID, that's right, as I remember. Yeah, pre-COVID.
And that's when I can't say the company. Although is it a company? Technically.
Company?
You guys hearing me say?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah,
Say
man,
company,
I
but
hear
no
you.
worry, you say what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't remember it fully. So finish your point, and I don't remember it fully.
The thing I remember that, and then I remember this week, and Chris Berry's tweet around the around the trust saying, "What if it was paid out or something such?" And I remember Mayberry being a part of that trust situation. Frankly, confused a lot of people what exactly was happening there, and probably still confuses people. Yeah, or the JBG now be one of those companies that earn directly from the company share price movements and dividends. So yeah,
But I don't know if it does. I think they back it out. No? I think they back it out.
That sounds familiar, actually. That sounds very familiar.
Yeah. Could be wrong.
No, that sounds familiar.
I'm going off memory, but yeah, I think they back it out. So for anybody confused, just generally some context. JBG has a trust. I shouldn't say JBG has a trust. The shareholders, JBG, there is a trust which is under JBG.
Yeah, sometimes at least if you back it, if they are backing it out, that was not always the case. There was a time when it was still there and it was under in the P&L. Stockholders nominee.
So the trust holds a significant amount of shares. But the trust is I think the largest shareholder.
Yeah, single largest shareholder.
Yeah, single largest shareholder. So the trust owns 16.5% of JBG. And that trust is composed of shares in JBG held in trust for the benefit of all shareholders. So it's a shareholder trust.
No, I'm looking at the 2025 audited. And shares held in trust attributed to company stockholders.
Yeah, the cash movement
and cash flow is actually
of the cash in the trust does hit the
It's consolidated group, a special purpose entity. Yeah, it's Consolidated. Yeah, man. And bro, we had this conversation before, man. If it was backed out, it was at somewhat recently because we think that because you even had a conversation around because dividends being a way of earning from the trust, and if the company pays dividends, then the trust would get some of those dividends. So the trust being under the company would basically cancel that. So
Yeah, but does that cash, like, does it go like, okay, so if it pays out dividends, does that cash go to the trust and sit on the trust?
That's always been. And I don't know, as far as that should be the case and anything there because the trust also buys and sells shares.
It does. But my gut, again, I'm not an accountant, neither is Danai, but what my gut is telling me is that the consolidation, special purpose consolidation, and it may not mean that it's not backed out. It might be consolidated just for visibility.
Fair. But it's something in some form owned by the company, but not necessarily
not
necessarily beneficiary.
Owned by the company.
The company not necessarily the sole, not necessarily the ultimate beneficiary. It's controlled by the company. It's probably easy to say that.
Yeah, it's a very very carefully worded thing. I don't know. It must be them because it does affect it affects like their EPS.
Yes, it does.
Meaning it affects their weighted.
It control
but they don't cancel the shares.
The shares in issuance are school based on it. No, it doesn't cancel the shares.
And as the trust buys and sells, it adjusts.
It's specifically done to not be to not be treasury shares.
Well, yeah, because the company can't own its own shares. But the trust exists for the benefit of all shareholders, right?
However that works.
Benefit is a value judgment. They do also eliminate the dividends that go to the trust, meaning from their numbers. But I don't know if that means that they don't pay it still. It's just like we back it out of the numbers. So we give it a dividend number and then we back out how much we pay to the trust.
But that will be in there, right? That should show in the statements if so.
No, that does show in the financials. I remember that. But like if they actually pay it out, that's like I think last year 101 million. There's implications there. It's just so the trust exists for the benefit of all. I may not go down that tangent. The benefit of all shareholders. At least that's what was said. And you said that tweet referenced that or spoke to that sort of thing this week, and what was he proposing?
Give me the shares, or give me the shares. What's all? Do our dividend in specie, pay it off.
That'd be great. Well,
I'll be interested.
But if the trust paid for the shares, I don't think they were given for free. So there's some value behind the thing that has to be repaid, right? And the share price is at or near all-time lows. Repaid? The trust never got the shares magically. It was paid for.
Yeah.
So the trust can't just pay out the shares.
Paid for by who?
That's a good question. Who paid for it?
The company paid for it. Should be fine, right? If you pay those shares. Because it's the company's money that we own the company.
Yes. Yes. But then what price would they be paid out at?
No matter the shares. So on the
Well,
payment date, whatever the statement will just reflect the dividend will be based on whatever record date payment or so, or they can set a price based on whatever calculation.
Yeah, but to the company, because the company there's an expense incurred for those shares. So how does it account for that expense? Because it would be then giving up an asset.
Yeah, I agree, man. So it will be between the whatever they book. It will be whatever they book the asset at as whatever they just like
which then brings us to the value of the thing. You have to assign that value, or if you're paying out the shares for less than that value, then that's a hit to the company's numbers.
Yeah.
And the share price is at all-time lows. So in the region of all-time lows. So I'm assuming that it's much lower than whatever it would have been when it was bought. I mean, share price now is at $13.83. Memory serves me, I think I have 19 in mind, which is still, it's still a big hit. Because also remember, if it pays those shares out, it's not getting anything for doing that. So it would keep the entirety of the hit.
He's return earnings.
Again.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it would be smaller than the hit that the alleged fraud.
Strong words. Fraud. What's an ugly word?
Well, I mean, they said it was fraud, right?
What's an ugly word?
Yeah.
But
no, for real, they have said it was fraud. They have said that,
okay,
financial irregularities. Yeah.
Okay.
They have said financial irregularities in their US arm. And we saw them back 40 odd billion out of retained earnings over how many years? Yeah, that's fraud. That's fraud.
So me see too.
I don't know more details
so me
behind,
see too.
but it's fraud.
Yeah. Like, yo, we're making all this money. We're not. This one remains a stain on it. All that we hold sacred.
Yeah. Well, is that the end result of? Is this that we're seeing with the chairman? And if he's stepping down because he's going to chairman emeritus, what does that mean? Stepping up?
Aside,
I guess. But I mean, my assumption is that it's linked to that.
Emeritus is you're gone, but you're still there, you know.
So are you gone?
No. Let me read what Google says. An honorary title granted to professionals, typically academics, who retire from distinguished positions but retain their rank or title.
That's just for emeritus?
Yeah.
Check what or chairman emeritus.
Okay. Honorary title given to a retired board leader to provide advisory guidance, maintain historical continuity, and honor long-term service. So, honorary status, no legal power, advisory capacity. That's powerful, you know.
No legal power means no legal liability.
Yeah, that's powerful.
Well.
That's funny. So, no, that's voting rights, executive authority, or formal legal liability for company actions.
So no legal liability.
So what are they going to do now?
JBG.
Yeah, what's next? What's the thing that's going to happen soon?
I legit have no idea. I legitimately have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea because none of the questions that I've had from the start of this thing is 2 years ago.
Yikes.
It's not 2025. It's 2025, if not earlier.
Well,
I mean, it's definitely
so I mean, the
earlier.
question is when is the start of this thing?
Well, yeah, I mean, from when it became public.
No, is 2025 or 2024? It's either the start of 2025 or sometime 2024.
Yeah.
I think 2025 because I think I did the audited the data and then they said, hey, exactly something will go on. If I remember correctly.
I mean, if it's 2025, it's 2 years. No, sorry, that's 1 year. But I feel like it's 2024.
Yeah, but yeah. I think it's 2025. Sorry, that's local, man.
Sorry, say that again. I don't know if you.
Oh no, I'm looking at it there. I was trying to remember exactly when or how it all went down. 2025 resignation of a director.
But that's a resignation. That's not when it became public. I don't know. I feel like it's 2024. I mean, the terrible thing is that whenever it occurred, whenever it became public is much long after it occurred. It occurred for years. Yeah, past multiple audits. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So assuming that the stepping away is to allow a new direction. What do you guys think?
I think that's the idea that's being presented.
Well, everybody is on dice for everybody. Oh boy.
Check your email situation, you know.
Oh boy. But yeah, you're saying, Shay, that you think it's stepping away.
We're going in a new direction, guys.
Well, it brings us back to Dana's question. What do you think the new direction for JBG?
I never said I believed, but okay. You know,
not saying believe. What next? What do you think? What's the chairman is now chairman emeritus? What's the thing that in my opinion, that for us do it, right?
No.
I'm tired. Is this what's gonna happen now? What's the play? What's the plan? What's the move?
I don't know. It just it's fine. It's they get to do it. But I don't like the whole I'm gone, but I'm not really gone. Just saying personally, me not like it. But what do I know?
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, that this, this is like, it's like a legacy thing, isn't that what the whole point of chairman emeritus, like, it's respect for like the work that you've done over the decades, the billions in profits generated for shareholders. It's tight on the industry. I get your point, Shay. I don't necessarily have an issue with chairman emeritus, but my personal issues, I don't know what happened. To this day, I still don't know. Not really.
That is the real issue. Biggest issue.
I don't know if you're deciding what the way forward is. The biggest shareholder have the biggest stock. Who controls the trust? The trust. Who you guys think control the trust?
The company.
That'd be interesting.
So to me, it's whatever. I think I would say on the chairman side, I think it's the same as I own a pension. My company has a pension plan that owns a lot of the shares, and I have a lot of the shares. So me talk and the trust talk to me, and the pension talk with me. So together we make decisions.
Well, it's not the pension.
I know.
That's a separate trust.
I say it's similar kind of situation in my mind. So, and especially it was family shares that were bought, so I think it was specifically done in a way that doesn't remove certain levels of power from.
I don't know if I'd bank on that. I don't know.
Do you think somebody else controls the show in terms of decision making?
I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know. Everybody's so quiet. Jeez, guys.
See each other, man.
Yeah, I guess. But also, I mean, if you touch about it, we can talk about something else.
I mean, I'm touchy about it, but it's I think the big thing in all of this for me is the removal of legal liability. It then makes me think, all right, is there something that will be done now that paired with whatever responsibilities that were on him before would cause some friction? So you put yourself in a position where, all right, you can't say it's me now. So I don't really have that as a problem anymore going into this, going to the role like this.
Yeah, I mean, the role has no legal power. It has no legal liability, so it has no legal power.
That's the point, yeah. I won't see it as, oh, Mr. Levy has no power there anymore. I don't think so. I think the talk will still be the talk. Just on record, not necessarily, And he also has a large block of shares.
Wait, when I say no power,
I know you never say no power. You say no legal responsibility and liabilities. I say what I'm saying for the crowd exactly. Yeah, not necessarily that you said that.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not hearing you properly. It's not it's my headset.
It's not you, it's me.
Sorry guys. My sound somehow gotten worse. You guys heard me?
Yep.
Yes, I'm hearing you.
But I'm not hearing you.
Oh, what? Hello?
Yeah, well, go on. You guys hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you, but I'm not hearing Randy.
Neither
Not sure
am
what's
I.
going on there.
I'm hearing you.
I can hear you
Okay,
now
I'm
just
hearing
because
Randy now.
I'm going to my phone.
Sorry, I got distracted
Jesus
by
Christ.
I was looking at the NCB trades. That big old dirty $75 block is gone at 1:54 p.m. Very, very interesting.
Shit, I know.
All right then. I was wondering if it would move today. Look at that. All right. Next week should be interesting. That's a lot of shares to move.
Try this again. Test.
Well, go on, Randy. Hearing us? Why? Intend to fight him today.
Yeah, one of them did this, because mine was not doing great today either.
Yeah, been having.
Well, one of them was not working at all, and the other one was just not doing great.
Hold on, I just heard you again. You guys heard me again?
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm hearing you clearly.
Yeah. So I changed the headset. Hopefully that helps. Yeah. Sorry. I don't know if you guys were saying anything in the gap.
Oh man, it was just me and my little distraction that happened just now. Happened to be looking at, because I was like, and I not on the market all day and thing today. So I was just looking at some random, some not so random stocks. And so that's my little tangent that I went off on, because you guys were figuring out your audio. So yes, you're back now. Excellent.
Yeah. All right. So we're talking JVG, but everybody jumpy. Nobody know what I say. Nothing. So
Or them putting the chicken.
Yeah, I'd love to have a conversation on it, but it's not nice if everybody jumpy. So we can move on. I thought maybe moving on would be a good point of what do you think for the organization for the future, like where you think it's going from here, but we can also skip the JBG point overall.
How much worse can it get?
The company or the share price?
The stock price.
I'm not worried about the stock price. The stock price
so that's kind of where I am.
I mean, if the shareholders don't get what they want, it can go low.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can go much lower if the shareholders don't get what
But
they
make we
want.
see.
Yeah. One to watch. Anybody want to jump on it, feel free. You don't have to talk about JBG. If you jump on, you can talk about anything you want. Send a speaker request and we'd love to hear from you about this or any other stock on your mind. Or anything on the market, anything like that. How you guys feel, by the way, about that? That I mean, about is this coming up again, the whole money not being used yet thing? Government.
Yeah, see.
Yeah.
But it's not the money not being used part that I was like, what? It was the part about not owned by the government. Other people have the data, whatever. What, like, I don't remember exactly what.
Oh, the
That
platform
just
not
was
being
weird
owned by
to
the
me.
government. Hey, but
And the other the data security concerns around it. Yeah, that was just wild to me.
yeah, I thought of it from a perspective of if you have a third party managing it, especially in how it happened, then that's kind of expected. Nothing.
So what about afterwards?
I mean, I don't think there's a lack of government liability. I think it would be a case of they need to have a certain. I don't know. I don't necessarily see it as. I mean, I see it as a risk, but I don't see it as necessarily a problem foregone. You get me?
A big old lot of risk, that, brother.
Definitely. But that's kind of thinking of a third party building the system, managing it. That's part of our company. Not to say that, boy, it cannot be a problem. I just don't think it is. I don't think it's necessarily already a problem. But like money not being spent already, I mean, yes, I want it. Yes, I want it to be, but I would say. Same as I said last time. I had about information to make it. I know exactly. I know this kind of thing.
That's where I am.
It's politics and how that flows. That's just the way it's gonna be. It's always going to be an issue of. It will always be presented an issue no matter what. So it's. But the real question, as always, is why. Why is it not spent? Is there a good reason for that? And what exactly is the plan in doing that?
Yeah.
It's between the last time we hear about it and saying this and now. Is it that the plan, or is that we're outside of the planned timeline for that to happen since the last time we've had that conversation? Then why? And of course,
that makes sense.
The sooner the better, in my opinion, as long as the soon is not at the expense of things being done properly.
Yeah. Yeah, what I prefer it take long and do properly still. Not gonna lie.
And we have a problem of that in Jamaica. Of things.
Yeah.
Or it come up. Especially infrastructure. We've had that.
And that's a lot of money to just already come up with.
Yeah. A significantly large amount of money.
To just
of course with the idea of this is people livelihoods that is yeah. So as soon as possible, just make sure it's not creating problems with that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And you know how much I love the politics.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's all political, I think. Which my point is still the same as it was then. If like my eyebrows went up when I heard it, and I thought for a moment, and I thought, wait, the issue is not that the government spent it badly; it's that they're not spending it yet. Yeah, but I also understand now what that means. That's a hell of a war chest. It's a hell of a war chest, and it explains why I'm still seeing so much politics on the timeline. because I understand what that kind of money can do. Like, especially if the government is even half competent with it.
You know the politics go, bro. There always be a problem.
Exactly.
Never
So it's
forget
not-
that.
yeah.
And a part of why I don't like that is because I know exactly how it's somebody that is politics has a level of investment, personal feelings around for a lot of people. So it's going to hit somebody. It's going to hit people at the right notes. So somebody will see it, and for whatever reason in their life, will feel a certain way about it. And just a disagreement from me, disagreement, just even not sounding like I agree fully in a certain direction, is a problem for some people. And then so I end up in an argument when I'm not trying to argue. I step on somebody's toes when I'm in my head, I'm trying to be measured, so it's just, yeah, it is. It's like, I can definitely see where, especially if, like, again, it's people's lives, a lot of people have a lot of ways in which they're actually personally affected by this, or they have family that is very, very affected by this. So I can see where that thing there, but that's what politics does. There's somebody that wants it to feel a certain way, and they're gonna say the right thing to do it. It's a situation of the government saying things that they said when they were in the government, or government then say, situation flip, and we flip the talk. So suddenly, it's almost like, oh, I'm in government, I can see where you were coming from, but I'm not saying it like that. It's I didn't cause about this, I know I'm in a situation, and you are close me about it. That and your defense is the same defense I'm using, but somehow neither of us can see where each other are coming from.
Yeah, because it's not really about the money or about
whatever is happening.
It's
a
political point.
Bro. I'm in a position. I'm in a certain position, and I'm automatically in a defensive. I'm defending something versus I have all the free will and all the power. I have all the leg room to attack it because I have no actual responsibility in this situation because I'm not the guy sitting on the throne. That's also it is.
Exactly.
Politics.
Yeah.
We're definitely not trying to turn it into a political show, so we can jump past that.
But I mean, in terms of from the market perspective, but again, it's we are capitalists. I want the money to. I know why I want the money to be spent. Yes, help people, but there's also a financial incentive from my side to see it being spent. So I can easily get up and say, "Yo, but why think they man? I want to be spent. I want to vote." But then, what am I compromising by saying that?
True.
Yeah, man, we want the money spent on my company and everything run good for my company, and then boy, nobody good enough cause certain things never put in place, certain things, and then I make a money off it, and then buy the stock, sell the stock, go out in business, and then a couple of months my grandma called me and telling me what's going on down that side.
But that is good for the country, though. I mean, you are part of the country. Your money is part of the country. That's good for the country. From the market perspective, I'm with you there. From the market perspective, it's from the market perspective, that's where I'm excited. Like I want that. I don't think that level of money can leave those accounts and be spent in the economy with those.
Exactly.
That's
also that's also a part of why I'm okay with waiting in a sense. It's like whichever way it happens, it's gonna hit the market. I just need to hit the market and still be good overall, where everybody has that it's actually properly spent. Because if it's properly spent, where there's some good long lasting effects and less negative, I'm gonna see that money. And if it's not, I'm still gonna see that money. So I give it the two goods.
Yep. It's inevitable. It really is inevitable, I think. It really is inevitable that you're going to see the impact of it. There's no going around the impact of it. It's just a matter of when it's going to free up and what the plan is around it. And I think there's also some very clear signs around what the plan is around it.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey. Yeah, some very clear signs around what the plan is around for it. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm excited. I think, it's not just, obviously you have things like what you call it, Atlantic and the harders and so on, that's going to benefit, but it's larger than just that. I think it's larger than just that. I think you have financial entities that are going to show the
it's
impact
not
of it.
just the hardware.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man,
No.
that's the tip of the iceberg, if
Mhm.
even that. In fact, at this point, we're in many ways, not every way, not always, in many ways, like the large Melissa response has happened,
Mhm.
right? So yes, there's a whole heap, I gather, especially out west, there's still a whole heap of recovery and whatever to be done, but a lot of recovery still being, a lot of the roads, whatever needs to be fixed. There's still, it's a hell of a, it's a hell. If it's, how much is it? More than 40 billion?
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't get international entities to give us 40 billion. You couldn't get 40 billion inflow in raw cash just coming into the country like that, with no strings attached. And it's there. It's happened, right? It's a little bit of the silver lining from the darkness that was Melissa. So, you have.
Wait, sorry.
Yeah, you have. It's going to have a heavy impact. Let's just say that. So there's an opportunity to build out like the real next 50, 60 years of Jamaica that we can all benefit from.
Mm-hmm.
And the market is going to benefit from it one way or another. Or I suspect in more than one way. Yeah, damn, it's very hot topics tonight.
Yeah.
It's been a week, bro.
Yeah, we need something cooler.
I
Something
feel like
that,
the market has been a buzz for the past 2 weeks. I like
yeah,
it. It's nice.
yeah.
Like it did little bit daddy. And I was like, what's this, man? And then it picked up nicely in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I've only
interested.
been looking at the
Things I find interesting is the market as a conversation point. Meaning, like some like you will be having a time in your life trading, things going well, and then you look at it like it doesn't make the strongest conversation right now, Like, oh, if I were to talk about this, then it would be the case where most people can talk about it a certain way. Or like, or the news not dropping where somebody think that, well, you've been having quite a time on the market for the last whenever. And then you turn around and say, all right, well, there's no big news that everybody discussing as a thing there. Or, as a thing that's by the way, which is fine. That's the market. But yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're right. It's how people see it, and that split when you start to understand the market better. That split between your portfolio or your moves on the market, or what you're excited about, what you see, and what is generally spoken of, is it just gets wider and wider.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that 1 or 2 week move that Shane mentioned. I mean, in the last week, we've had 48 stocks end the week lower than they started it. But we've had 53 stocks end the week higher than it started it, right? Yeah. And that's a generally good sign.
Mm-hmm.
Generally good sign. Trans Jamaica, that should I probably start off with that. That's a much.
It's funny. I've been looking at one of the things that is one of the things first. It's one of the first things I checked today. I've been looking at it all week. It doesn't have a feel necessarily like, yeah, it's big. That's what I'm talking. The way where I look at it and be, there's a lot to talk about there. Like today was interesting. I think the last time I spoke to you, I said to you, it dropped in now, and then it closed higher like the day after. But then I look at the trades, and it's
Yes.
very interesting to me. Like if you look at today, if you look at the start of if you look at the start of trading today versus the end, so at 9 o'clock, not thing there, not after the open,
Not like at the end of the
pre-open.
day.
Look at the start of the thing there.
Okay.
Look at the queue, and specifically the sell side. And at number 10, I'll use the number 10 as a mark. The 10th order, the broker link order at 9:30 as a mark of 20,000 units. 400 trades happen today. 111 of those trades happen as the market open. 9 o'clock, 100 trade drop. That number 10 order. So, and this is coming off me seeing it close low, saying, oh, so it's falling now, right? And then I see close higher. So in my head, is it going back up? I've seen other trades happening at 9:20. So, and then I check the end of the day today, and I'm comparing that. The number 10 order is
number 10 or 10 after the 9 o'clock orders.
10 after the 9 o'clock order. So the 9:30, the broker link order at 9, the 9:30 to 20,000 units, the broker link order.
Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at the trade history, but yeah, you're right. If you're doing the replay properly, I'll go back. 9:20.
And then the day ends. A lot of trades happen. 300 trades happen between 9 o'clock and 10, 300 and something. And that number 10 order is number 6. So a lot of the trades happened. It was selling down into the buy queue. A lot of the trades, it wasn't like a lot of trades where there was a lot of money pushing it up or anything like that. And if you look at that, the order at 9:25, at 9:25, 300,000 units it started the day. I have a very small amount of those traded. It hit it 3 times. It went from 300,000 units to 294,000 units. So it barely clipped that. Most of the trades happened below 9:25. I think 9:20. I don't think anything happened at 9:24, 9:23. If you really check it,
$9.23.
Just to keep not time. Money. Yeah, $9.25. $9.25. And I'm looking at it. It's not that. It still to me looks like it's between a stable and a fall. It's not. That's very interesting to me. I don't know if it's most interesting to most other people.
Let me look at it.
Like I'm not fully convinced that it's no longer falling or it's turning around and it's going to shoot up now. And that can well be the case. It could be this could say it.
No time it with that. No.
I agree,
my opinion.
But I can be wrong, So I've followed two space for that.
All right. Well, I don't think it's time for another run yet.
Me neither. Again, to be clear, the market might say that I shut up.
But of course there are things to consider, like the AGM coming up, the 12 just raise. But me not think it's a run time yet. Again, yet.
I don't know.
But we're speaking as if the things that make it run
exactly.
are
Thank you.
Things.
Okay, because I don't think the AGM is a wonder or what's going to happen there. For anybody that making these big, for the people that doing what they need for the year, I don't think the toll raising is a big wonder around. I don't think it's retail as usual. I think it's so. I don't put those forces. I think those are good narratives that they work with. I don't think they make any strong decision making thing there for them in the way it would be for me. I think if toll raise, they're very much in the conversation. Versus me finding out.
I mean the toll. No, continue.
Versus me finding out the toll should raise or toll algo raise or toll raise, so I go buy at a certain price. It's not about a me. It's it's not. So very, very different decision making between they and I.
Yeah, but to be fair, those things do have.
I think I said it in a way to make it clear that it's not that those things don't matter. It's that the level of decision making on their trades are they're part of both decisions. versus me where me find out about it. And then I make a trade. Of course, I'm making a trade based on what they're doing with that thing in mind versus them. That certain things are already foregone for them. So
yeah. But I think like those events do have the impact.
Yeah, I think they're nice narratives to work with.
Yeah,
and again, it's actual true money. These things are. I've said it before. A big part of Transmaker being how it is now is that it's such a good asset. There are certain things in there for them. Like the value is actually there as a company. So it's not that I can look at this and say, no, I'm going for Transmaker as a company, but the price are run. It's all right. The price running, great things are happening for the company, and they can tie actual value to the moves that's being made. I spend billions on this thing, and I look at the thing there. Well, I bought it where I can say it's undervalued. I know dividends will be coming at a certain dividend yield at my price. So great to do this. Great to do these moves around it, because the actual risk from a perspective of what the thing I'm actually buying is not actually bad. I'm making a great decision buying Transmaker when I'm buying Transmaker. From purely, you hold this asset. What did you buy? Yeah, then I can show you that it's good. That my purchases were great. I can always open my books and show you that. The PE nice, the PB nice, the dividend yield nice. Look at that. Comparatively great. So great decisions is
yeah. And the toll increase.
That's true. That's money.
Right on schedule.
Underlying value is there.
Yeah. I like the when we were spoken about it years ago. It said like, one of the things they should do maybe is to consider like ways to push people more into using the tags. And so said, so done. Now they have, the rate goes up August 1. So the rate goes up 6 days from now. Hell of a day to pick.
That's Transmaker being a bank. The tags is the tags is Transmaker being a bank.
I never thought of that. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I see a bank in everything. It's the thing I look for every single time.
Yeah.
If your business can be a bank, do it.
Yeah, you're getting an increased float right there. And then they're making it attractive, right? So if you have the T tag, the toll does not go up for you. Yeah, so the toll, it doesn't go up for you until October. Which,
it does go up.
It does go up. Well, I like that so much because... Why you like it?
Because it's in there. Like I said, float. It's money that comes in and sits. We can do these things with the money. We can plan around it better because the money is already in my account and the value has not left the account as yet. So and then say just on a race. Just, all right, cool. I buy $10,000 worth of $10,000 worth of credits. Put on my thing there. Put on my card, on my tag, and that's money sitting there before somebody comes and drives through the toll road and spends it off. So I've already collected that revenue before I provide the service. And if the price goes up, then there's going to come a point where the $10,000 today is, if say argument say $100 toll versus $150 toll, and 10,000 on the thing, then all right, when I bought $10,000 worth of credits on $100 toll, then it's X amount of trips. When the price goes up, then they've automatically changed. I'm probably making it sound bad to anybody by the time, but they've automatically changed your amount of trips that you've bought into a lesser amount. So now I'll spend up the date that you're going to spend more money on that. And if you don't make those trips, then I've already collected the money. So it's like a gym. You spend the money and you don't go, but you still spend the money about membership.
Exactly. Yeah. Regardless of what you do, the money has been spent. Yeah. One thing I do like about it though is I just like the timing of that. The T-tag rates remain unchanged until October 31st. So
come buy more.
The majority of the people still choose to pay as they go through. So you're going to get the majority of the people giving you an increase. But end of October is when it goes up for the T-tag people. And most, and this is where I'm assuming here, most T-tag people, I think, are the type of people who are, well, obviously because they have the T-tag. Yeah, regularity, and they're also doing it in advance. So if the rate changes on me October 31st, chances are you're going to top up before that. Not that the top up before that matters, because it's just money you're giving them. But I'm thinking about from the company's perspective, that you align where your cash flow is. They're more than likely they're going to have the dividend late September, pay out early October. You get back the majority of that cash flow by the end of October, with the rates going up and the people topping up around that, the T-tag people topping up around that. And for all the people who convert from current no tag to T-tag, that's an increase in cash that you're being given from now. So it's a real win-win, a real win-win. But I'm just thinking about that. I know the dividend is going to be September. They're going to consider it September. Everybody's going to be gung-ho about it. End of September is the end of a quarter for them. Like, you and Shay were just saying how it's you don't think it's time for it to run yet. More than likely, the powers that be will suddenly be very interested in it going up to, next month, and if not next month, certainly September. I'm thinking next month, and there's some sustained interest into September, October. If there's no sustained interest into September, October, then it might. If it's not next month, then definitely September, October. And that dividend, it's a more popular stock. Most people who don't know much about the market just like the word dividend. They hear they should like it. They don't know much about it, but they like the idea of it. And so that's going to be exciting for most of the people. Going into late September,
the ordinary people,
early October. Yeah, the ordinary people, but ordinary people must drive. And so the ordinary people are going to top. Yeah, it's such a good play. It's such a good thing to be in. It's a wonderful, like, people talk about years ago in trying to make out just listing. Oh, the strength of an infrastructure play. This is literally the strength in front of us of the infrastructure play. And if infrastructure is here, and people are going to bawl about the toll rate and the change and blah blah blah, but that's also the strength of an infrastructure play.
Yeah.
How effective has the balling about JPS bills been? How effective has the balling about any infrastructure that you have to use? That you have to use been, much less infrastructure you don't have to use. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to take the toll. You can drive the long way.
Boy, you gonna.
Yeah. Everybody says that. Oh, stop taking boycott the toll. Then drive the way that everybody has driven for the hundreds of years before the toll existed. But you're not going to, because it's a convenience and it's rough, and they know
everybody
that,
says they're going to do that. Like, so many people are like, yeah, I think I'm going to. No, you're not.
They're not doing that.
No, you're not
doing that. You're taking the toll. You're going to cuss and take the toll.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
So just because if you really want to, just pay for the T-tag and done. Pay for the T-tag and done. That's the truth. You're going to take the toll. And if I'm wrong and people don't take the toll, that would be amazing. That would be a different Jamaica. But I think I know Jamaica well enough. You're gonna take the toll. You're gonna take the toll more than you've taken it ever. You think you see profits yet? You're gonna take it more than ever. The only people who drive the old way are the people who live on the old way. And and the people who want to drive fast so they can put videos on social media. That's the only people who take the hallway. And those people also take the toll.
Yes.
That's the truth. Because I also see those videos. So you're gonna drive there. It is what it is. For us as investors, there's a certainty, a continuity of income there. I mean, easy bet. $9.18 today. While there might be dips to come, I hope there are dips to come. We're getting close. One thing I'm thinking about is that we are getting close to that psychological number now, that 10.
The 10.
Yeah. Yeah, getting close
So
to that
you're bridging a
psychological
weapon.
10. Yeah. No, you know, you're saying change, so I'm waiting on 20 now.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Or what? Yeah, it changes. But yeah, the psychological 10 is a. I wonder how that's going to be handled. So,
I'm very interested to see.
How do you want it to be handled?
Like you say quite often, people's choice. People love it. Let's see. Let's see how the love go.
You expect it to be stagnating around 10?
Only no. I mean, for a time it will, sure, but then it might. It depends what the powers that be want to happen. But
well, that's the thing, right? Like
it's the same question. About that, when does it stop? If ever.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it might look different, but I don't know about it being done. You know.
PE at 17 now, but granted, we have a couple of quarters of increased earnings to come. Yeah, well, some serious increased earnings to come. 45%.
They didn't get the money.
You mean the money that they asked the government for? For I think that's still out there. I think them still going for it too. You think they should go for it?
Of course. Still? What do you mean?
I did say that one of the things I like about trying to make a list, and I even tweeted it again, was that it allows us as Jamaicans to have a conversation and come to terms with the cost of the things that we want. Yeah, and this is one of them. It's like the understanding. Even I have had to shift my own view of that. The understanding, because you think, they could make a little bit less profit. They could. Yeah, 45% increase in profit in the first quarter alone, up to which bring them up to making 13.2 million US, which works out at roughly 2 billion US in profit just for the first quarter. Second quarter, April to June, I feel like it's gonna be I feel like it's gonna be higher also. I feel like it's gonna be strong. I feel like it might be equal to this quarter, if not more. Third quarter last year, they made 10 million in that third quarter. Sorry, that third quarter would have been was Melissa that quarter, or Melissa was the fourth quarter?
Melissa was fourth.
Melissa was the fourth quarter. October, so it would have been fourth quarter. So pre-Melissa, so 10 mil, and then for the Melissa quarter, they brought in 9.8 million in profit. And that's with the Melissa effect. That's with the toll being open and free for how long? Yeah. So I don't think that PE is staying at 17. Well, I think maybe the PE stays at 17, but only as a result of the share price going higher, right? Yeah, but at $10 is a psychological point.
Yeah.
So how do you?
Psychology is it matters a lot for. I think it matters more in the case of a heavy retail thing.
People
retail influence.
Well, So I'm thinking about the threat from the psychological point.
Mhm.
Is the threat I'm thinking from the psychological point is around them having to spend more. If you get the retail truly cashing out around that $10 point, that's a lot of money to soak that up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a lot of money to soak that up.
Hello.
True.
And if you know, the masses have not really been, they haven't really been cashing out. People
But
think that
Randy,
they have, people talk about it, but they haven't really.
here one more, Randy. If mans can change with $10 plan, how much of people currently holding, how many of the people currently holding are going to also be like, yeah, I'm a chill.
I think in the face of that, and then that would be interesting. But I think you will have those convinced, especially if it hits 10 and then there's some movement afterwards. Then it's a wait there. We can't even dash it away for that, and
Mm-hmm.
and I think there's going to be a lot of hope.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be a lot of, oh, it hits 10, and then you get a lot of explanations of, oh, it's fine though. It's chance to make up.
Mm-hmm. But
The
remember,
thing
you
is what
have
wins.
people who are very concerned about average price and thing, and they would have to push past.
What?
Oh yeah, my average price is like $2 or whatever. They'd have to push past that to sell it too.
I wasn't counting on those people to buy it before.
No,
Oh,
but
not to
not buy
buy
it.
it.
Oh, you
Just,
sell, okay.
I'm really going to sell when my average price is $2.
Well, what I've found in my time paying more attention to investing, especially as the market has changed and the contribution I've had with talking to such a wide range of people about the market, is that I've learned that there is what people say and there's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And what they do almost never matches what they say.
Facts.
Yeah. People almost never invest in the way that they say that they invest. Right? I'm a dividend investor. No,
you're not.
very few real dividend
You
investors
want
are out there.
cap gains, bro. Stop lying.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so think about how huge all of the common investment lies are told around Jamaica.
It's true.
So my thinking is that when that $10 hit, the people that bought that IPO, they're looking on 594% profit at that point. 594% profit. Right? I mean, in real terms, that's the little 100 grand that you were trying a little thing with is now 694 grand. Yeah, when I see that, I might take something off. And then I'm thinking about a $10 point at fair, where a lot of people they've been saying they've been waiting for it.
Mm-hmm.
So how many of those people that have been waiting for it are going to actually sell? And then when those people are selling, is the big dog going to really soak that up? It's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
In my view, the retail has never really pressured this thing as a sell.
No.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's one thing when I'm bouncing the money around from one entity to another, and making certain moves, and you can get paid. It's nice eating pension food. That's great. It's another thing to spend pension food just to soak up the masses. All the people them late and them only buy when they're at 3. The people that they only buy when they're at 5. The people that they wait till they're at 7. People have been averaging up it's. I just wonder, how is that $10 point going to be handled?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, how would you guys handle it? That's what I was asking. How would you, if you were the powers that be with the heavy pockets, how would you handle a $10 point?
Do they need it at $10?
If you buy every at 9, you can need that 10. But it's also 10. You probably depends if you want to rinse it or you can rinse it. because the truth is. So a big factor here for me is that it continues to go up. It's not that the play has been, constant movement between certain points. There's a increase happening, so then it becomes harder to maintain it becomes much harder to maintain what you've gotten from the increase. If you get me, if it was bouncing between two, if it was bouncing between points, and that the profit there is just the movement between those 2 points. If it's going up, then there's a bedrock where, okay, at this level, continuously we've seen profits on that level that we've had at the bottom. So no, it's all right. 10 hits if the psychological barrier is too strong, no, and there's a heavy sell, then the game just changed on you, right? There's nothing like the reward for profit is more profit.
That's true.
It's you can't stop. There's no okay. We don't know. That's the next thing. It's transfer makers do NCB.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to.
That's true.
So to me, it's find a buyer. Find somebody coming in.
But they already have a buyer.
No, he a new one.
Fresh cash.
Somebody coming in heavily. The thing there to soak.
Who doesn't know and is willing to do it, or you just you get control of greater funds then.
They know. It's just
okay.
That's the game.
Yeah, and I think it's good enough. It's not like it can't.
I know, bro.
It'll be fine past 10, but at 10, it's just how do you handle
the feelings?
How do you handle the retail?
Yeah, feelings.
Paying attention at 10, because if the retail chooses to actually act and start selling, you kind of get joke. And the retail is not going to carry it past 10. Let's be serious.
Oh no,
the retail couldn't carry it.
Is waiting. The retail is take me with you. I'm not a license.
Exactly.
Taxi.
But I take money.
Yes, sir.
So, how I think I would handle it is I'd probably blaze past the 10.
But that's everybody comfortable.
Give him the profit there. So he's like, all right, cool, all right. No. You're good. Yeah, it's no longer 10. You made a lot of money at it. So then you break, as I was saying earlier, you break the psychological thing there. It's give him the 10 and more. So no, I no longer I'm forced to no longer see 10 the same way, because no, 10 is, if I do the thing at 10, if I were, it's no, I can't really go sell at 10. If it's at 12, no.
10 don't matter anymore.
So you push past it, right?
Imagine me to sell at 10. That the conversation.
You're pushing past it.
That's a good idea.
I'd have to do one quick move, beat it hard up to 12. 12.50.
So $10 don't even matter no more, bro.
Yeah, if it hovers anywhere near 10.
There's going to probably be some panic.
Not even just induced panic.
I'm rich, I'm out.
Yeah, but
no, if it stays at the $10 and then
it can't,
people start selling, we not problems probably. But if them blaze past 10,
anyway, fight to
it's a whole different ball game there. So that's an excellent idea.
Yeah, I'd skip past the 10. That's my move. I'd skip past the 10 quick, push very quickly to 12. I'd push very, very quickly to 12, and then leave it there, so that, I mean, I still think you'll have some more increased selling pressure down to 10, but you can manage that 11 odd. You can maybe even manage that 10 odd, but I don't think you can spend any amount of time at 10, because 10 too psychologically strong.
Double digits, bro.
Yeah. So that if they're thinking anything like me, I mean, another big push to come.
Mm-hmm.
May the pensions never end.
My rich friend just tell me, said, nah, say that 10, bro.
Yeah. But like I said, people tell you what, say one thing and then they do another.
No. My rich friend is not saying, she's not saying that she's not saying that thing. She's saying that people now can say that thing.
Oh yeah, but she will sell at 10.
Probably.
Yeah, you see, that's what it is. You always think that the market is other people instead of the
I love
market
when you
being
make
us.
that point there, see.
Yeah, man. Nobody thinks that. Everybody thinks
Talk
about
about the
them people
market
out there,
like
the
it's
market.
something that is so separate from us.
Yeah. I'm like just like a show. I'm just excited to see what will they do at
definitely.
around 10.
Yeah, I'm
And
excited to see as well.
the USD is a gift that keeps on giving.
Exactly. You know what? Use the tag time.
That's
the
right. I
dividend
did go
time
on
and
there to
push
look at
right up to
what happened
13.
with that today. Thanks for reminding me then, right?
Swing your 13, make it fall to 12 and then ready again.
Yeah, man.
And again.
And you can maintain it 11, 12 there, but it can't go to 10. And then 10 can become the new low water mark, 10 odd.
Yeah.
I'm not really sell chance to make that.
Yeah. Which is probably why so much is probably getting accumulated. No. Do you know 400 and I shouldn't put it this way, but
all right.
there are 442 trades today, but there are really only 31 sells today.
Bro, it's weird. It's funny, right? Today was very interesting, man. Like, the way it happened, I was like, wait, this bad. Yo.
Yeah.
I saw
just in aggregate. In aggregate, only 31 sells. But I don't want that because that's not really apples and oranges, because it's not truly 442. It's 442 pieces, right? 442 transactions. But it's really 232 trades today. And out of the 232, 31 of them were sells. And bear in mind that the price went up today, right?
Except the US side.
It's such a weird thing that I saw the nine. It's such a weird thing. Such a weird thing. Like no other stock is like this one.
This one is not like the other.
Yet, anyway, hopefully we get another one.
That would be a good night. That would be good for the pause. I mean, so the thing I look at this thing as well too. What would be the what would be the next industry baby? I even wondered about Qantas. If at some point it can do certain things, certain tricks.
Same. I looked at it in that way this week. Monday. Was that Monday? When are they
Which funds would be thrown into that though? Like who would be interested in?
Scotia money, NCB money.
Scotia money destined for Canada now.
So foreign, but you get green card, bro.
Foreign, yes.
Man, I'm done with that now. Or I should say it's destined for Central America, really. But yeah, Scotia money don't know them set themselves up for the bleed. New owner can just bleed it. You know, funny enough, around the Scotia point, I meant to say this from a long time. I should tweet it too. That something that we spoke about on this show years ago. Abrams. You remember the cable and wireless case, Danai? That guy Abrams. That we really owe that guy a thanks for pushing that case for so long.
Yeah, I saw something recently that made me think of him. Like an article recently that made me say that is that guy's work having come into and I think it was around Scotia. I couldn't get. I didn't have the time.
Yeah, it is Scotia. Yeah, man. I don't know if there's an article around it, but if you see one, if you find it back, share with me. But it's the Scotia situation now is directly
yes, sir.
impacted by what he did, his work. Even Scotia saying that they have to have. I just remember I doing this at Advanced Grow. So I don't go. It's yeah. We owe him a voter thanks. A couple of weeks I thought about he has the work he did is
phenomenal,
very impactful for us retail investors specifically. Yeah, how the whole Scotia thing is playing out.
That is a maturing market, bro. That is certain things being put in place for the market to behave right.
Yes.
Equitability.
Yeah, it at the time when the Privy Council case had been, it's been 2023 or 2025 was the judgment. I feel like it was early. I mean, it's long running, but I don't know if the judgment itself was from long before. Yeah, but I feel like that the end of the case, like the Privy Council, see that the Privy Council judgment date is the 25th of September 2025. So it ended then with that judgment. Yeah, all I'll say is that what he did has changed something around company law in Jamaica that impacts everybody, and as investors we benefit from it. Even if you don't know about it, you benefit from it. That's just how it works. It's one of the good things about the market. You benefit from things even if you don't know about it. Yeah. When is the Scotia meeting? Have they set the date yet?
That'll be
this. Still at the stage.
I mean, meeting. I don't do this. I don't do it. But I might have missed it.
The hearing.
The
hearing is.
I think that is it.
Is what's in front of the court. So it's so funny how nobody really goes into. Well, I shouldn't say nobody goes into that, but that's like when you can speak to the judge and you can put in the pleas, opposite pleas, yada yada yada. But people, most people are sitting back waiting to hear. Still amazing to me. The thing is still trading way below. Way below, but below the 61.50.
It's below. Yeah.
Yeah. So a couple of days ago, it's at $57, which is just if you believe the 61.50 is gonna happen, that's just guaranteed profit.
Yeah.
I still wonder though.
But
I still wonder about. No, you go to your point.
So if you believe, but the thing is, so my thought is, I don't think it's going lower
than the 57.
Than 61.
Well, you say we don't believe what is going lower.
So if you believe, I don't think there's. I don't think. So it's my. What do you call it? The watermark. It's my floor. It's so all right. Cool. It's my guaranteed profit level. If it were to revise, I don't think it'd be revised downwards, basically. If it were to change. So it's
well, I mean,
are you good with
there's no way I can think it can be revised downwards.
Exactly. I think there's point that it's if I take 57 and that 57 to 61 is how much? Near 7%.
61 versus the 8 versus the 61.50.
Yeah. Also percentage of that. How much? What's profit there if you buy 57?
6.7%.
Yeah, so that's your guarantee. If you go there, you can own it. In my opinion, it's either you get that or better. So how long are you willing to wait, and how cool are you with that percentage? If that's what you're going for, that's free money, right? And I don't think there's a world where it comes off the table and okay, new price is 55. So to me, there's a lot of power in that. It's a good guarantee if you're going for that. If 6% is what you want.
Some know say most people say them like dividends.
Exactly. All right. Thank you. Because to me, like that beats that just beats dividends, right? That beats a lot of bonds. It's what you can guarantee that, and if you have if that's where your money wants to go, then good. If you're telling me that you're doing this for a 3% dividend yield, then better buy Scotia.
Yeah. And most people don't know the dividend yield. For you, the Trans-Jamaica dividend coming up is not gonna be anywhere near 6%. You're lucky if it's at 2%. It's very likely to maybe be 1% if so.
1%, I think.
1 if we're lucky. But it might be higher, maybe 1.6 because of the increase in profits.
Well, yeah, but like how much? It's $10.
True. I never thought of that too. Yeah, the current yield, right?
Oh yeah, so that's also been I think I've been thinking about we just on the increments were always in there. So I probably said it last week actually. The $1 gain is not what it used to be, because as the price goes up, then thing there, right? And there's more psychology at play in the dollar movement and the percentage movement. So if it goes to thing there, if 10 to 11, and the difference between 10 to 11 and 5 to 6, right? But then also that plays heavily into the dividend as well.
Remember, in terms of what? You say plays into dividend, what do you mean?
The dollar value for dividend. All right, cool. Think of a conversation we had not way back, but when I said it before, the distance between the actual value of the thing. I can't remember how exactly I framed the conversation then, but it's really the thing there. The psychology versus the actual value. The profit increase can only be it's not necessarily as fast as the price increases have been. The share price, and then but also also dividends. The dividend yield for everything as the price goes up, of course, dividend yield is going down.
And move by
the profits,
the CM, yeah.
And the profits are not increasing to the same level. So hard at life.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the earnings per share can only rise so much. The earnings are rising at the rate currently we're seeing it 40 odd. Impressive for what it is, but that's what an impressive increase in earnings are. 40 odd percent in a quarter. Meanwhile, the share price has risen 99% so far from the start of this year till today. So you're right. Yeah, I remember. I think I remember the point you were talking about, where you said something like, the share price can increase much faster than the earnings can. Yeah. And the profits, of course, feed the dividends. But as when allowed, and that's assuming that there is nothing that they want to hoard cash for coming up. I do see them. They're giving themselves some cash room, I believe, with I think are they the ones changing something around their preference shares? They're trying to make 8%. Yeah, they're lengthening the time. Or fixing a typo, or lengthening the time, one or the other. Yeah, or both. So who knows? Who knows? But bottom line is, if you really believe that Scotia is going to leave at the 61.50, then $57 is like should be goal if you really are a dividend investor, because it's a dividend opportunity. It's a quote unquote dividend opportunity that is doesn't come along every day. So it not being close to 61.50 now is it is in my view telling how many real dividend investors there are compared to how many people say that they are dividend investors.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's not like the trading in it has gone up either. The trading in it has stayed very much within its usual confines.
enough.
Yeah, man. And the volumes also just as I don't say paltry, but I mean the volumes are available. But yeah, there's no great increase in buying by the retail. So you really are if all of this seems like mud to you, you don't know what it means. Come grow. I've grow tomorrow actually. evermickle.com/GRWR. And yeah, you can learn about it and learn how to actually maximize your dividends, your dividend income, and a bunch of other things, not just that. But yeah, somebody had sent a speaking request before, but it's like they had come on and come off. I think it was Andy B.
Hi, can you hear me?
Sir Andy,
Oh wow, he's still on. Andy B, what's up? What are you doing?
I'm doing good. How's everyone?
I'll go on my side.
Good.
Yeah, man. Sorry to have you waiting so long. It's not showing you on my screen.
Oh, no problem. No problem. I was just listening to the conversation, particularly on Transjam. Well, I have a few questions on Transjam, and we could probably talk about other things. But you're talking about the new initiative for the tag, and I was just working through it because I just looked at the financials quickly. I wonder if they're trying to reduce their bank charges and their security expense because given the high cost of dealing with cash, I do think that pushing the tag would definitely be a way of reducing that cost, which works out to be, I think it's 1.1 million for the bank charges and 840,000 for the security expense. I've definitely seen that may be a way of them reducing those expenses because that to me would just flow straight through to the bottom line.
Yeah. In fact, I think they have said that plainly before. But if you also know business, you know that's true, right? The digital money is much more profitable for most companies than the paper money.
Yeah, definitely. So I think that's one of the thinkings around that, to build up the flow. I was trying to look, but I wasn't sure. This moves into my next question around the concession agreement. Though it is so much longer ahead, what happens at the end of it? I know there's an ability for them to extend, but is it that Jamaica hands back the assets to the government? And is there a cost? Or is there money that the government would give back to the investors in Jamaica at that end?
Oh. I mean, take this with a grain of salt, but the asset is and remains the property of the people of Jamaica. However, the concession agreement to manage the asset is what Trans Jamaica has, and I saw something on this recently. It expires in 2030, either 32 or 35 or 36, one of those, and I think it's 36, and it is. I want to say that it is. I'm holding off. I'm saying I'm not sure, but I want to say that there's a re-up clause. But I'm not 100% sure on there being a re-up clause. It may or may not be, but it expires. Then let's say there's no re-up clause. It expires, and then management of the toll reverts to the government of Jamaica, who would have the option in front of them of either finding somebody new or redoing the agreement or removing the toll and making the road free.
Okay.
So question becomes, how rich do you think we'll be in 2036?
How much we charge? So much richer.
Yeah, if we're really rich,
Mhm.
you know, or you're richer, and if we're really rich and the government is, or you know, government is politicians, they're under pressure. One arm of government is the politicians. Then they may, yeah, they could face political pressure. It doesn't happen often, but it has happened.
Mhm.
I don't remember who, somebody had showed me that sometime before. Has happened where yeah, the road reverts from being a toll road to being free.
Mm. And I guess too, even with that thinking of it reverting to the government, would it be of the same quality like it is now?
What do you mean?
In terms of proper maintenance, ongoing, keeping it of the high quality of it, given that, and I'm thinking particularly of the North-South Highway, which isn't probably the best, but even looking at the Portmore leg, like that is such an anchor for the economy that needs to be maintained and of a pristine quality in order to keep the economic activity within Kingston moving and going. So is that it would it be better that an asset like that stay in the private sector's management for a prolonged period of time, or some shared agreement where the government, say for example, takes on 50%, make it a joint venture between the government and private stakeholders, but still run it like a private company and ensure that that asset is maintained and of a high quality that doesn't affect economic activity.
What has the government's track record been in managing roads?
And that is it too. That is it too. Right? I think it's, and that's what I'm glad to have this forum, to just have that thought out to say, okay, what's the track record, and then okay, is it better for it to retain in private hands while still encouraging the public to say it is better for it to stay in private hands than in government hands, because this is a particular quality of service that you're getting by being in private hands. Yeah, yeah. But I'll do some more research on the concession agreement, because I think that too, though very far away in the future, is an important discussion, particularly with other big public-private partnerships that are going to be coming on. And two, I'm also thinking about the institutional players, and even for retail players, like once the public has is participating in it and participating in the games, I do think it will be a better pill to swallow when lesser costs go up.
Oh, you mean the benefit that people are getting from it?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Honestly, I think, I think that for all the noise that you hear now, I think the noise would have been much louder if there weren't so many Trans Jamaica shareholders.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I think. Because if it's just a black box, like if it's just a black box that the money goes into and nobody but the people in the box get it, then yeah, you have people angry, you get a lot more noise fomenting. But when you have when the government has the ability to say, speak about Trans Jamaica, the company as a company, and the reality of it being the most popular company, one of the most widely held, it's not the most widely held stock. Yeah, like if Trans Jamaica, yeah, of course the toll rate going up, but you see the tweets, the toll rate going up. Oh, this is great for shareholders, because it is great for shareholders. Yeah, and, the rates go up August for regulars, they're not the regular people, and T-tag people, it go up at the end of October, and in between those two dates, there's gonna be a dividend payout.
Definitely.
Yeah, and the truth is, the dividend is not going to be anywhere near what the increase is, but the fact that there is a dividend payout coming, and the dividends will happen with some regularity, and it works both ways still. I don't think Trans-Jamaica, I mean, they could, but I don't think that they're likely to stop dividend payments anytime soon, because I also expect that every single year they're going to take a toll increase.
Correct, and it'd be very difficult.
If not every year, then every other year.
Yeah, and it'd be very difficult for there to be toll increases and not pay out dividends.
Yeah, unless they have some overarching reason for which that they have to, but I can't. I mean, the big spend that they had was the new leg. Maybe there's another leg to come, who knows, but they still have time to bring down the debt, and the international debt, the stuff out in Singapore also, I think over time is being reduced. They are in a great place as a company, and us as a country will have to look at it, but you can't get rid of the politics in it, and politics can twist anything. So if 2036 is an election year, I could see it being turned into a political football, and the thought being, hey, the concession agreement done, give it back to the people, stop charging, the debt has been paid, stop charging the toll, and then the same profit numbers will be quoted as justification for.
That would be all over Twitter, all over X. Government taking this, and then nobody not getting it. Nobody.
But that'll be years from now, and the investor and the general, I believe that us general Jamaicans will have more knowledge and be more vocal in certain areas with more knowledge, and you'll understand like the need for profits.
Mm-hmm.
It's not accidental that the very profitable company also has the best roads in Jamaica maintaining. It'll be seen. But I'm not sure. But just to add to the point, add to your question that you asked earlier, yes, it ends November 21, 2036. And there is a renewal option. TGH has the exclusive option to renew for another 35 years. But it's an option to exercise, not an automatic extension.
So this is I'm thinking of a JPS type of situation here, where they have a similar sort of option to renew, but in JPS's case it's a bit different. So I think it would really depend on what would affect the government making any decisions, is how the economy is managed here, because I think that would, if things are bad, then the government may not want to pass those costs on to the public. However, if things are good, they say let the good times roll, so they make it extend. Then
I'd almost want to say that it's almost inevitable that it's going to be extended, and the company has the exclusive right, the exclusive option to renew the term for another 35. The wording of that sounds funny to me. So I think it was as a part of the. I think it was as a part of the, and this is my assumption, as a part of the negotiations around allowing the government to be able to fix up Marcus Garvey Drive and Mandela Highway. They had, you're changing some of the terms of the original agreement, and so that's Trans-Jamaica giving up some of the rights that they had. So because of Trans-Jamaica, Mandela Highway couldn't get fixed up, couldn't get expanded, Marcus Garvey couldn't get expanded, and a bunch of other things, right? And so they gave that right up. And I guess in exchange for it, one of the things that they they being Trans-Jamaica got was the exclusive option to renew for another 35 years.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think they're good to go for another 35. And honestly, to be honest, I don't think that the government would want to take it. But you know, I can't speak for 2035, and politicians, you never know which way it can blow.
Yeah, I do think that I think one of the key undertones for that is what the economic environment will be like. So yeah, we'll have to see what is happening around that time to then say, hey, this is a good thing, this is a not so good thing.
Well, I mean, I think it's out the door. 35 years. 35 in 2036, they have the exclusive right to renew the concession for another 35. That's it.
Okay. Well, yeah.
And it's Trans-Jamaica, the publicly owned company. So yeah.
Okay. And as you know, I'm a dividend guy, and I was actually wondering, based on the prospectus, they had said that they had projected to pay out 85%, but on average they've been paying about 50%. Now, this reminds me of the question we had with Qantas, where Qantas says that they're only paying out a minimum or expect to pay out this. How and I know this is a discussion that I've observed, and my perspective on it is changing based on the fact that their opportunity to earn significantly by jumping in, by trading the stock and achieving what you'd earn a year in dividends versus, well, you earn 3 years worth of dividends in a fraction of the time. And I'm just wondering, I'm probably not just wondering, but I'd say thanks to this chat, I think it's really opened up my eyes to the fact that, yeah, you want dividends, but capital appreciation is even better. So, I just want to say thanks for opening up my eyes to that, and just not focusing on what you're getting, but also how the price is going up. Because from $1 to, just to call it $10, I think that is tremendous. That is tremendous.
Yeah, it is. And the dividends are nowhere near the 85% yet, right? 85% dividends is like what? Annual dividend of $1.22? Or thereabouts. Yeah, and they're nowhere near that right now. And last year, the dividend payout was 25 cents, 25.5 cents. The yield, against the current price, a yield of 2.8. And the payout so far this year is 16.5 cents, yield of 1.8. Strong dividends in the world are dividends, no knocking it, but
True.
Yeah, I don't subscribe to the idea of. I don't think cap gains are even better. That's the truth. I don't think cap gains are better. I don't think dividends are better. I invest for a return. And wherever I can find the best return is what I go for. So that's why at least that's the point I was making. I talked to Danai earlier saying about Scotia, and if people are really dividend investors, then
they'd want Scotia to stay.
They want what?
I believe they'd want Scotia to remain listed.
Yeah, but they don't have any control over that. That's a done deal.
All right, so okay, yeah, you can walk to look more.
Yeah, if you have 15 billion, you can ensure that. Well, even then, you can ensure that it remains listed. But if you have 15 billion, you can make a good talk. Extra 2 or 3 billion, if not more. But yeah, you can't force it to remain listed. If they don't want to be listed, they can delist tomorrow.
True.
Matter of fact, it's cheaper for them. They could delist them. they could delist and not do any buyout.
Yep.
Yeah, but then that goes back to, I think, the shareholders' rights, and you're mentioning corporate law as really side the cable and all other stuff. I'm not familiar with the case, but I think that would really be important to a person to about what's happening to the small shareholder. Yeah.
Yeah. The small shareholder is still there. There's still a small shareholder. He's still own out a company.
Yeah, but you have removed the friction of, well, you've burdened the small shareholder with a lot of cost, because if you're no longer listed, it's not going to be a lot more difficult for them to trade shares. And I mean, there's a whole other host of other things that would happen if you listed, but
yeah, but you don't have the right for that. That's not one of the rights that you have.
Okay.
You have the right as a shareholder to participate in the bounty of the company, the benefits of the company. But being listed isn't one of those.
True.
Yeah, that's a privilege, not a right.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I mean, you can certainly argue it. I'm sure you can, if you're willing to spend the money, you can argue it, and I became a shareholder as this, and there's a general understanding, blah blah blah. But then I consider counter of it. I would, if I was on the Scotia side arguing against that, I'd say, yeah, I just quote the amount of money that we save every year by not being listed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what's the headache that you have as a shareholder? You're still a shareholder. If we pay dividends, you still get it. It is what it is.
Yeah, very true.
And they can probably just set up like a little fund, and your biggest issue is that, on exit, you maybe have the ready market. Okay, we have a standing buyback. A standing buyback, and you can always
when you're ready,
offer your shares, and we will purchase them. Yes, you'll pay more taxes on that, but that's talk to the government about that. That's not on
that's not a
Scotia. That's on.
That's a government issue. That's a tax issue.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, it is what it is. Knowing where your power is and how your power is very, very important. But this is a case in which we have a whole lot of power. Probably the most power of any buyout in our recent history, at least, thanks to the change in the law.
Could you expand on that? Because I'm not familiar with that thing.
Yeah, it's because I'm doing it for advanced grow, I don't want to.
No problem.
Yeah, I don't want to go too deep into it, but just you can look up the case. You can look up the case and see the parallels between the two. But pretty much it forces retail investors it forces retail investor power to be recognized more, especially when something is being done by large owners that benefit the large owners, but may not benefit small shareholders.
Okay.
To sum it up, it forces them to respect minority shareholder rights and gives the minority shareholders a stronger voice.
I see something here, so I'll do some more checks on that. Okay. All right, no problem.
Yeah. All right. Hey, listen, come the advanced grow. Advanced grow is tomorrow. Beginner grow is tomorrow, but advanced grow is on the Scotia situation specifically. So I'm going deep into it and laying it all out and taking the questions and going through it. And that's always a better conversation, easier conversation to it. It's not for the public. It's
okay.
Off there.
Okay. And one last question. You're talking about the price target for $10, and what would happen, for that $10 price target is really psychological. What do you think? I'm trying to work through this myself, but what would need to happen within the business to incentivize pension funds to bid up the price beyond the $10?
I don't think pension funds work like that. Maybe then I can say better. Then I would have been closer to it than I am. I don't know.
What would need to happen within the business to incentivize the pension funds to bid up the price beyond $10 to $10 and beyond, essentially?
Hold on, I've been cutting in and out. I want to know what's going on. Give me a second.
No problem. Are you hearing me well?
Hey, give me one moment, Andy. Trying to fix this on my sound. All right, go now.
Yeah, so my question is, what would need to happen within the business or continue to happen within the business to incentivize pension funds to bid up the price beyond $10 to $10 and beyond?
Oh, but that one is hard. That one's actually hard because I that's assuming I know a lot of going on there. No, I think the incentive for that is already on the pension fund side. They want the returns.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but I think they get that easier justification if there's some level of stronger expansion in the business within. But that doesn't take that does not happen very easily within the short term, does it? Yeah. So, what would happen to transform the business to a level where dividends are much higher, profits are much greater? Right now, I don't see anything that happens very easily for them.
Okay.
So, it to me it would be it would largely be on a returns basis for them to make that move more than justification from the business side.
Okay. Well, I'll think on that one some more. But thank you, BrickTalk team. Really appreciate the opportunity to ask questions.
No problem.
I appreciate just you calling as well as usual.
Yeah, man. I also, you don't really have to worry. It's gonna happen. The pensions, though. Pensions act as directed. The pensions know what o'clock is, right? They're gonna go. They're gonna catch over 10.
That's how I see it too.
Yeah,
it's not.
Pensions gonna find out the same time you find out what they're doing. They're gonna find out around the same time. They don't know either. But and it's gonna go over 10. They're gonna carry it over 10. Well, whoever is gonna carry it over 10, who knows? But it's just my concern is not whether or not it's gonna be carried over 10. It's like it's gonna be carried over 10 in a way that will
sustain it.
Stay way above 10, which requires it to not be close to 10 because of the level of spend that is required to soak up all of the retail spending at 10. Yeah, who's gonna buy all of those units at 10? But then again, who knows? Maybe I'm talking completely blind, and it's not like there's no shortage of money anyway.
True.
There's no shortage of money, and all those units bought at 10 are gonna be very attractive in terms of profits at 12 and at 11 and whatever. So trust in the pensions; they're being managed effectively for those who are in and out of Trans Jamaica or just in Trans Jamaica waiting. Yeah, not like people like me who stupidly out of Trans Jamaica.
There are better opportunities at this point in time. That is why you're out. That is how I assess that.
Yeah, and I'll be in. I'll be back in soon.
I'll be back. It'll happen.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in all the time, but randomly I could. Yeah, I mean I'm back in all the time. So especially with the beauty of the US.
Okay. Alright, well, that is it for me, Jim.
My first buy at $1.21. Last buy, $8.99.
Wow.
Goodness. Swimming. Okay. All right, well,
More
thanks
to
again.
come.
Yeah, man, no problem. And the beef, big up. All right. I think we've been going long enough. I don't want to drag it on too long. So unless somebody send a speaking request in the next few seconds, that's something them really want to talk about.
Good for things. They had quite a day.
Yeah, I don't think anybody doing
I think
that
we've
today.
touched quite a bit, quite a number of things
Yeah,
tonight.
Don't we always?
more than enough. More than enough. And some of them hotter than some.
All right.
So,
One
yeah.
last thing. I don't think we even have to talk about it. It was just something interesting I saw today. You can just look at the queue. Kingston Wharves.
Kingston Wharves.
Yeah, man, look on Kingston Wharves. Queue. The
Let me see.
trades too today. So interesting.
What you said, the trades or the
Yeah,
how the
man.
queues
It did
flow.
31 and it did, I think, 36. There was a 400
31.
and odd thousand unit, I think,
Oh, what a queue.
trade at
Wow.
35, and then it was down at
Whoa.
31.
Wow, yeah. 35, 75, 415,000 shares.
Interesting, isn't it?
The queue. Are you see what the start? It's got the start of the day and the end of the day, and the queue looks like.
Yeah.
What's that? All right, news on
Whoa.
Monday.
Right? All right. Well, that.
There's a lot of trades for it, isn't it? Yeah.
Is it really a lot of trades? Let's see.
Right?
It's on the heat map. It is double the most amount of trades for the month. No, 52 and the 13th there was a lot of trades as well.
It's hottest trade for the year, hottest trading day for the entire year, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, way ahead of everything. 69 trades today. It's a good thing. Let me see something.
$19 million, which is way more than anything else.
69 trades, but really just. Did it trade down, by the way? What was it? It traded down today or traded up? Traded down.
Yeah.
This is after the dividend record date.
Yeah, right. I was looking at that and I'm like, what? Because the dividend are from this, what, the 16th, I think.
So, yeah. So I have to look at this one. To see what's up.
Right? All right. Yeah, man.
They're about to. You're right. Let me.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a good weekend, everybody. Enjoy. If you want to learn about this stuff, you can look grow. Grow is tomorrow. evermickle.com/GRWR. Yeah. I said if those who are more advanced, you can come to the advanced grow. If you're smart, you do the subscription is cheaper instead of just doing advanced grow directly. It's much cheaper. If you don't want to do none of that, you can just go link Danai, thehalladvisory.com, and make him tell you what to do. Show him your portfolio, have him tell you what to do officially. Put together a proper thing for you. If you want to get your mind right for doing this link, right? And
if you want the best deals with all of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is the smartest move.
That's the way to go.
Kingston Wharves. We're in July. It's been a great month.
Man. The market has been interesting this week. I'll just say interesting. Entertaining.
As always.
Yeah, man.
As always.
This is my World Cup and it never stops.
Honestly, so entertaining.
And I can be a wagonist without judgment.
Oh, 100%.
That's right. Ideally, it works best that way, actually.
Yeah.
It works best
It
that
does.
way.
It does. It does. It really does.
419 million worth of trades. Now you give me something to think about. All right, Shay. Thank you for that gift.
You're welcome.
update my notes. All right, and guys, that's been our Brick Talk. Enjoy and bye-bye.
Bye.
See you next week.